Hey Internet, we have a surprise for you today. If you've been waiting for the next generation XPS 15, we have it right here.
Wait, isn't this just what you reviewed?
Yes, and actually Adam has noted correctly, this looks very similar to the current generation XPS 15. Aluminum shell, carbon fiber rubberized deck, keyboard that, little tiny keys, but still okay. The big difference, although I will say I think this may have a fingerprint reader in this model. I don't know, I wasn't on the call today. But the big deal in this laptop is on the screen. It just gave it away. Brand new 8th generation Core i7 CPU. The difference, 6 cores.
6 cores.
6 cores. Old one had 4 cores. The old one was a quad core Kaby Lake GTX 1050. Same this one, this current one in front of us is a GTX 1050. I don't think that's changing much, but what Dell has done is shoehorn Intel's brand new 6-core 8th gen CPUs into the same laptop. I know you don't think that's a big deal, but think about this. This laptop previously topped out with a quad-core chip, 45 watts. The new 8th gen chip gives you 6 cores at the same 45 watt TDP as the previous version. What does that mean? More cores, faster video encoding, faster photo editing with optimized apps, of course, and everything that really touches all those cores, all that goodness that you would need on a multi-core desktop, you can get into a 23 millimeter thick, 15-inch laptop. Pretty impressive.
So should somebody get this or a MacBook Pro?
Well, of course, let's bring that up. This is what I love, is because when I get this laptop, I'll see what version of MacBook Pro I can lay my hands on, and I'm going to be pretty certain this will clean its clock. In fact, the previous XPS 15 already cleaned the clock of the current MacBook Pro 15. This one, with 6 cores and a GTX 50, gonna smoke that MacBook Pro. No doubt about that. You could write a check, send it to me, because that's guaranteed it's gonna smoke MacBook Pro 15 with this XPS 15. Everybody knows that. I don't care what you say. Apple may have a new one. They ain't got it today. Dell has it right now in the XPS 15. Inside this very one, although that could change by the time it ships, is a Core i7-8750H. The H, of course, means 45 watts. 6 cores, base clock, 2.2 gigahertz, turbo, super high, 4.2 gigahertz. That's really pushing it. And of course, 2.2 to 4.2 sounds pretty wide, but as we know from desktop performance, that base 2.2 clock is usually worst case scenario. If Dell has done its homework and they're cooling the CPU adequately, it will run at a lot higher clock, even under a multi-core load. It all depends on the cooling they put inside, so we'll see what they do with this. But I gotta say, it's impressive. We're talking 6 cores in a 45 watt, a laptop designed for 45 watts with the GTX 1050. It's a really good pack. Look at that. Basically, same as a current XPS 15.
So you'll be doing your normal testing once
We
you get
will
it in?
definitely do some testing. You know, of course, there are some gaming laptops that are a little bit bigger that give you basically better graphics, 1060 Max-Q. I don't know if this is the actual final version. Probably is. It'd be interesting to see a 1060 Max-Q in this laptop. Probably a little too much for it. But the big deal is, if you do your video encoding, if you do photo editing, that is optimized for multi-core. Any of those things, 3D rendering, 6 cores, XPS 15. Gonna smoke everybody.